I'm going to do a video today about something that's been heavy on my heart, and it's relationship building. I'm not talking about just spouses or your boyfriend or girlfriend or anything else like that. I'm going to put it kind of in a business context because this is what I think a lot of people need to hear, whether you're a small business owner, entrepreneur, or you're thinking about becoming one of those. We can talk about real estate, but really it's if you're in the landscaping business or you're a plumber or electrician. There's a term that's used a lot called lead generation. And I think that term gets used so much it becomes very salesy. And over the years, what I've really focused on most is building relationships. Now, at the end of the day, in order for me as a real estate agent to get business, we have to have an appointment, we get contracts signed, we go either list the house for sale or looking for houses, and then we put something under contract, and then we go to closing. But I think that this business has blessed me so much by the relationships that I've built. And my business coach and I have really been talking a lot about relationship building. And so here's a couple of examples that I'd like to share in which you can increase your business or your life habits. I mean, this can go for anybody that is just looking to build a better life. So I've kind of termed this a few times, and I'm working on exactly crisping this up, but I share with people, I work really hard at building relationships with other real estate agents. And sometimes I get a little bit of a funny look when I'm talking to a buyer or a seller, and I say, look, the relationship that I'm building with the agent today is helping my clients in 5 years from now. And the relationships I built with agents 5 years ago could potentially help you today. And so as I build relationships with other agents, it makes transactions go a little smoother. Let me give you an example. Let's say I represent a buyer and I put a buyer's offer on the table to a selling agent, and I have a really good relationship with that selling agent. My offer looks identical to another offer. Well, there's a good chance that because of my work in the past building that relationship with that agent, that they may choose to accept my offer, tell their seller, hey, look, both of these offers are identical, but I would tell you Brian's a solid dude. 3 years ago, there was something going on and he made this right. Okay? That's helping my client in the future by doing the right thing today. Another example, and you may know this about small businesses, especially in the real estate business, we're all about referrals, right? Like every day I wake up unemployed. I think like that. And in some senses, right? Like I've got to go find business because if I got something under contract, that's fantastic, but that's going to close. That's going to give me a paycheck. I need something for the next month, 2 months. And we're usually running on like 6 months out. If I meet someone today that says they're interested in buying a house, the average is 6 months. Some people take 5 years. Some people take 5 days to get under contract. But referrals are huge because when I meet you at maybe an open house, you might like me, but you don't really know me. Okay. If a good friend of yours says, you need to call Brian, he's the guy for you, that's magic, right? And that doesn't happen by magic, right? That is something that actually is years and years of doing the right thing, building the relationship, treating people right. I've had referrals from people that have never done business with me. And that is where your business can flourish and grow. So I've said all this kind of a long-winded, short video-ish to say, when you're looking at business, I think that the number one thing that you can focus on is how many relationships can I build? And maybe it's a goal that you come up with, build today, build in an hour, building this week, building this month. But ultimately, at the end of the day, especially real estate, this is a relationship business, and you need to get out, have conversations with people, start those relationships, and then nourish those relationships. I did a fun video the other day where I went to show a house, and there was a calendar on the refrigerator, and it was from Realtor X, but that wasn't the realtor that was selling the house. Realtor Y was selling the house. And why is that important? Because Realtor X, maybe they made a relationship with this person 5-6 years ago. They sold them the house. They put them on some kind of an automatic drip campaign, and every year they mail them out a calendar. That is not maintaining a relationship. Maintaining a relationship is calling someone up on their birthday, saying happy birthday, checking in on them every once in a while. You see that their dog or their mom died on Facebook, call them up and be sincere. Hey, I'm really sorry to hear that happened. Is there anything that I can do for you? This is a relationship building tool that will flourish in your business. And then, in the words of my mentor, as if by magic, you get this call that says, come list my house for sale. Or as if by magic, you get this call that says, hey, I want to buy a lakefront property. So at the end of the day, if you can focus on building relationships, true relationships, good relationships, rock solid relationships, your business will flourish. BK knows the way.